Hi, it's Anne. Welcome back. So I was so lucky to be able to get my hands on the 255 in the size 225, so basically equivalent to the classic flap in size small. I was able to take a look at them and do a comparison between the 13 series versus the 24 series. And I mean, there have been talks about the quality, the differences in details regarding Chanel now versus Chanel, a few years back. So I'm definitely excited to be able to show you guys the difference, things that I have noticed. And I mean, when it comes to, quality is no news really. Like we all know that vintage Chanel is known to be very, very well made, high quality. For this video, guys, I'll be filming in very close to the two bags so you guys could see the difference between the leathers and stitchings and all of that. So definitely you guys can be seeing a lot more of the bags and not so much of me. These two bags, and they're both are the 255 reissues and in the size 225. So this is basically equivalent to the small in classic flap. And so there's a little bit difference between them that I noticed. This one is in the 13 series, and you could tell that the leather for some reason is not as shiny as this one. This one is in 24 series, so a lot younger compared to this bag, which is a lot older. Now there's a few things I noticed, like the hardware too. Like if you look at the hardware, it is very similar, I would say. Like the older brush gold is a little bit shinier versus this one is a little bit more like, I don't want to say dull, but it seems like it's more aged. This is the difference between the chain here. If you look at it, the design here too is really pretty. I'm not sure if you guys could see that, but yeah, they are very similar. I would say that the older one is a lot more detail oriented and it seems to be more flat, even though it's very like defined, versus the older one, it is a lot more elevated if you see them. Yeah, so this is like literally the difference between them. This is definitely the younger one. When you look at the leather here, like one is definitely not as shiny as the other. I would say, this bag is a little bit more like, I don't want to say dull, but it's definitely, the leather is not as shiny versus this one is a 24 series. It seems like it's more shiny, like it has a sheen to it almost, right? Like even the hardware too, this is the brushed gold hardware, but it is also more shiny for some reason compared to the old one. The 24 series definitely lighter compared to the 13 series. Yeah, this one is also smaller too. I mean, it is a small difference, but you could tell there is a difference there. Like this one lighter, thinner. Now let's open them up. They both are made in France. The one thing I noticed, even though this one is new with tags, you could tell that there is a crease here. And I really like, I mean, I know this is a 255, so aged and creases is just part of the badge, but if you look right here, this is really creased, right? Even though this is a brand new Chanel bags, I don't think that it was used at all because the tag was still the retail tag was still attached to it. Yeah, this is also made in France, but if you look here, the other thing I wanted to say here is, if you look at this one, like the bags, how these two line, like the inside, the red leather and the black one is very aligned. Same thing over here, super aligned, right? And then there is a thread here. That's also like has a vertical line and the horizontal line. I'm not sure if you could see it. I'll take a picture for the difference too. It's a 24 series. If you look at it, like the red leather and the black one, it's not aligned. Like there one is like over here and the other one is right over here. I mean, there's a gap there. Same thing over here. Yep, it is also not aligned, right? The other thing that I noticed here too is that if you look at this one, it is only vertical line. Only vertical line. There is no horizontal line. And this is one thing that I have learned too, that if you have the vertical and the horizontal line, it's just more detailed. The bag is considered more well made. I mean, I never get to personally compare the difference between like one with strictly just vertical and versus the other one's vertical and horizontal to be able to tell you that yes, like the one with the vertical and horizontal is more durable or anything like that. But that is definitely the difference in between them. Now this is in the back. Yeah, this is in the back of, you know, it's more shiny. This one's more fluffy still. It's like, yeah, it's like definitely a little bit more fluffy there, which is nice. You know, I guess it just really depends on which one you like more. But here's the difference between them in the back. Pretty good. Like the alignment is definitely there. The other thing that I noticed is if you look at this one, it is very, very well made, you know. And if you look at this bag, this area here, for some reason, it feels like the way it folds is, I don't know, it's just not as nice as this one. I mean, this is like years apart, you know. But those are definitely the difference that I noticed there. Yep, and this is a side comparison. You know, this one has a stitch that got loose here, but overall, like I would say, you know, so far it does seem like the older bag has more like detail. I could definitely tell that people put more time into like the older bag compared to the newer one, for sure. So, but I don't really know. I can't decide which one I'm going to keep and which one I'm definitely gonna send back. So I guess we'll just find out. But these are definitely the difference between them that I noticed. So that's it, you guys. That's all I have for the difference between the two bags there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.